Hello everybody, Cooper here and welcome back to another episode of my NBA 2K25 MyGM series here with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hope you are doing very well today. It is the beginning of the redemption tour. We are trying to get back on the championship pedestal after getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs last year against Denver. We are back in the first round of the playoffs here in the 2028 season. This time going up against OKC, who we have faced many times in this series so far. But as standard playoff procedure follows, we're going to simulate the first couple of games, see where things are at, and then if there's an elimination game, we will play it. There will be an elimination game regardless of what happens. But we will play that game, not depending on anything. I don't know what I'm saying. Game 1 in Los Angeles. Should be very interesting. Hopefully we can get a good result. Towns is fully healed from his injury. That is wonderful. We get the win in game 1. Let's have a look at the box score. We absolutely blew them out. 154 to 99. LaMelo had 39, 7, and 12. He had 6 turnovers to go with it. Hit 9 threes. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Cam Thomas, 33 points. Karl Anthony Towns, 26, 10, and 5. Brandon Miller, 25, 8, and 2, 3 steals, 2 blocks. And then Richard Walsh, 21, 7, and 7. And then in terms of the Thunder, Chet Holmgren led the way. I can't see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So I'm guessing he is probably injured, which if that is the case, this series just got a lot easier. But Jordan Jameson, the number 1 pick from last year's draft, he's averaging 18 points a game. Very, very good. But got 16, 3, and 4 in this one. 6 for 19 from the field. Not fantastic. J-Dub just got the 16 points. Ben Simmons, who's found his way onto another NBA team after leaving us, went to Memphis and has since been traded to OKC and had 10, 8, and 4. Pretty good. But I will quickly check to see what is going on with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hopefully he's not injured for the season. He's currently got a broken toe for 1 to 2 weeks. So I don't know how long this series is going to go on for, but we are going to simulate towards game 2. We have won that once again. Bit of a closer game, but we still almost won by 20. LaMelo fouled out in 29 minutes. Walsh fouled out also. So we had a few extra guys get some minutes in this game. But LaMelo, 34, 6, and 7. Brandon Miller, 33, 6, and 11. Towns had a double-double. Pretty happy with this performance from our guys. In terms of the Thunder, J-Dub had 30, Holmgren had 23 but only had 3 rebounds. Then we had Mitch Robinson had 2 and 10. Quinn Sanders, who was their top 10 pick from last year's draft, had a pretty good season after getting very limited minutes in his rookie campaign. But we head to Oklahoma, where hopefully we can get a win in game 3. Towns is injured. That's okay, we'll leave it for now. We win game 3. The Thunder, it's a much closer game in Oklahoma. AJ Mitchell playing his first playoff game this season. I think he's come back from injury. I'm guessing that's what it is. But he's a second round pick from the 20... Oh, he's a real player. Okay, very interesting. Anyway, he had 37 in... I'm assuming he didn't play the last 2 games? I'm guessing he didn't because that game... He played 5 minutes and that was in the regular season. So I'm going to say that was his first playoff game. He had 37 points. Wow, really good. J-Dub was good. Chet Holmgren was good. Jameson wasn't too bad. Jabari Walker. I was unsure if this was Jarace Walker or Jabari Walker. I think it's very good how this team has gone. But they're not good enough for us. And we hop over to our side. Brandon Miller, 39, 7, and 5. LaMelo, 29, 5, and 6. Cam Thomas was good. And then Towns fouled out as well. Bronny only had a handful of minutes, as did Trey Jones. But we now have game 4 in Oklahoma. I'm pretty confident with how the rest of this playoff series is going to go, because if we blow a 3-0 lead, sad times ahead. But let's get into today's game. Game 4 in Oklahoma. Let's get into it. We're very excited to get this game underway. Karl Anthony Towns currently has an injury. In the simulation between games, LaMelo Ball actually picked up an ankle sprain, I think it was. Actually, it might have been hip sprain. So he's currently afflicted as well. And I believe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is back for this game. I checked their roster. I believe he's back. Game 4 in OKC. We are here for the jump ball, and I haven't seen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander yet. I almost said not Shea Gildas Alexander, Shaden Sharp. There he is. So, whilst not everybody's at full strength, we've got most of the guys at strength. And we get the first bucket of the game, courtesy of Richard Walsh, who actually hasn't been all that good in the playoffs so far, but LaMelo Ball gets the assist. Both point guards in this game have minor injuries, and that is the #1 pick from last year's draft, Jordan Jameson, getting the strong finish at the rim. Towns, let's get him in a pick and fade. LaMelo, and swing the ball around to Brandon Miller. He can't knock the three down. Chet gets the rebound. One of the better defensive players in the game, as well as a pretty competent scorer. We almost forced the turnover there. Where is our defense, guys? There we go. I mean, Chet, he's just too big for Cam Thomas, unfortunately. Richard Walsh, we could get J-Dub in the air. Go to the rim, draw the foul, can't get the bucket to go. We're going to get some free throws. Kick to Cam Thomas in the corner, can't get Mitchell in the air. Drives to the rim, gets the layup to go. If there was any game for Cam Thomas to explode in the playoffs, he holds the 2 highest scoring games in playoff history. To secure a first round series win against the Thunder, now would be the time to do it. We'll obviously see how we go. Shea, even on one leg, still a pretty good player, and they are yet to miss from the field, which is highly annoying. But we just got to proceed, be strong. LaMelo. Cam Thomas on the perimeter, launches a 3, knocks it down. Gary and Bronny checked into the game for our 2 compromised players. Ooh, Bronny probably could have taken that shot. Walsh off the dribble, going to the rim. Probably got fouled. Miller in the corner, steps inside the 3-point line. Can't get the jumper to go. So a couple of wasted opportunities on the offensive end there. Mitchell being held up by Cam Thomas. Not doing too bad a job, actually. Gets switched onto Walsh. Good defensive play. We get a rebound. Let's slow it down. Kick the ball up to Brandon Miller. Actually, let's just take it. He's got a lot of space. Again, not a good shot. I've just seen on the ticker that Ja Morant had a 63-point game. I don't know who it was against. It might have been against the Jazz. I think it was who they're playing in the playoffs. And Galloway in that same game hit 14 threes, which actually breaks the playoff record. Let's swing it around, swing it around. Bronny in the corner. Can't get Shea in the air. Panic. Just sloppy offense, guys. Really sloppy start. Let's get Walsh in pick and roll with Bronny. Bronny driving to the rim. Gary in the corner. Bronny has Cam Thomas. Swings it. Walsh in the corner. For 3. Knocks it down. He seems to be the only one scoring so far. He's got 2 threes on the game. 10 points in total. 2 boards and an assist. We are just terrible at the moment. And we're down 3. And we are playing really badly. James, get out of the paint. There we go. We're on a 3-second violation. Miller on Shea, which is actually not a bad matchup, to be honest. Stay with it, stay with it. Don't foul. Good life. Not bad, not bad. Just, I mean, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is an MVP candidate, so we can't be too mad about the defensive effort there. Gary, inside, gets the offensive rebound. Swing it up top, Cam Thomas trying to get Mitchell in the air. Long fade away. Gets it to go. Down 3 still. Okay, let's go pick and roll again. Tyus Jones. Bronny. Walsh in the corner again. He's hit 2 so far. He's hit another 1. Cuts the lead down to 4. Walsh, I mean, in game we don't usually shoot too many threes with him, but he's 3 for 3 so far. Seems to be doing something right. Jameson trying to get those points back, doesn't. Was considering a bit of a shootout between the 2 young players. Walsh is all by himself. Gets fouled by Robinson. He's going to go to the foul line. And you can see from that Utah-Memphis game, 177 plays 166, excuse me. So that has to be the highest scoring playoff game of all time. I'm not sure if it's the highest scoring regular season game of all time. Miller for the lead. Hits it. Hits his first 3 of the game, and we have the lead. 8-0 run in the last minute. Very happy with how we've been going, but we're just conceding too many buckets so far. We can't get around the screen. Well set by Robinson. It's another offensive rebound. Just get a block or a stop or something. That'll do. All right, kick it up to Walsh. Run the break. Ooh, it's not on. Go pick and roll. Walsh is the ball handler. Goes up for the dunk. Gets it. Could have found Gary, but we didn't. We now have a 3-point lead going into the last minute of the first quarter. Bronny James has been chasing screens all quarter. Tyus Jones. Oh, it's Trey Jones. What am I saying? Walsh again. He gets 19 in the first quarter. Oh, goodness me. It would be awesome if we had Tyus Jones and Trey Jones on the same team going into next season. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know what, the availability of Tyus Jones is, but just on principle, I think it'd be having a lot of fun with 2 of our backup point guards being brothers. A bit like when we had Cam Christie and Max Christie in the first couple of seasons. All right, let's go pick and roll. Jones actually is going to get to the rim here. Gets fouled by Ben Simmons, and he's going to get some free throws. Free throws bounce around, but they go in. Now we have a 5-point lead, which like 3 minutes ago would have been like unassailable. Not something I would have thought of. J-Dub. All right, that's... Put it up, Bronny. It's after the sirens. It's not going to matter. But a 5-point lead to start the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander having a pretty good game for the Thunder. 8 points, 2 boards, 4 assists. In spite of his injury, I think he's got a knee injury. No, he's got a broken right toe. I was completely wrong. Lawson has back spasms for the Thunder as well, but I don't think he's played that many minutes. He's played 1 minute. So that must have been a pre-existing injury. J-Dub, 7, 1 and 3, 3 of 5 from the field, pretty good. Jameson has missed a couple of threes, but also has 7. AJ Mitchell, Chet Holmgren both have 5, and then Mitchell Robinson has the 1 bucket with a rebound to his name. But Lakers-wise, we started the quarter very slow. We're up, was it 5 points quarter time? 19 of those points that we've scored belong to Richard Walsh. He is 6 for 9 from the field, 3 of 3 from deep, 4 of 4 from the foul line. Is perfectly healthy. We actually have 3 injuries. So Towns has a hip injury, Ball has a hip injury, and then Franklin had a sore left knee from earlier in the season. Cam Thomas has also been good. Brendan Miller's missed a couple of crucial jumpers, but he still has 5 points on the game. Gary's been really good. He's basically impacted the game in all areas. He's hit a little jumper. He's finished well around the rim. He's got a rebound, assist, and a steal. He's been pretty good. Trey Jones has been awesome off the bench. I've really enjoyed his contributions to the team since we picked him up towards the back end of the regular season. Towns is probably going to play limited minutes today just because he's injured. Same with LaMelo, but he's got 4 assists in 5 minutes. And Bronny, who has been filling in at point guard, has been pretty good as well. Second quarter underway. J-Dub being guarded by Bronny, which is a bit of a size mismatch. Hopefully it doesn't cost us too much. Jabari Walker's in the game. Lawson, who, as we mentioned, sort of had an injury. Jabari Walker coming off the screen, doesn't shoot. Pulls up in the mid-range, knocks it down for the Thunder. Cuts it down to a 3-point game. Ooh, let's not be a backcourt, please. All right, Jones. Finds Gary again down low. Dunks it once more. He now has 8 off the bench. And, with Towns injured, I dare say he'll probably end up with a few more buckets. Let's get that pick and roll between Jones and Gray, or Gary to go, excuse me. Jones gets to the basket. We found that in that last regular season game we played. He can get a few easy buckets quickly when we need it. When we get the timeout, or Thunder call timeout. So a couple of sloppy possessions in a row. Simmons driving, Gary down low on J-Dub. We force the miss. Okay, Cam Thomas can get to the rim. He's going to get to the rim, gets the dunk. He now has 9. All right, Jones, pick and fade with Miller, please. Oh, gets Chet in the air. Oh, we don't really get what we want. Cam Thomas pulls up for 3, knocks it down. Catch and shoot. That's his specialty. He's now into double digits, I think. Well, obviously Walsh has 19 in the first quarter, and he hasn't played in this second quarter yet. Mitchell, while we're just talking about threes, knocks one down. Cuts the lead back to 5. We'll probably get some of the other starters back into the game shortly, but we just don't want to overcook things too much. Jones driving. It's not the play I wanted, but we'll deal with it. Thomas, ooh, let's give it up to Bronny. Swing it around. Miller in the corner. Again, he's not shot the ball well this game. Okay, a couple of minor adjustments. We've brought in Collier for the first time today. Not so much for his three-point shooting, but more for his athleticism and ability to get to the rim. And he gets blocked on that first play, so not a good start. But we've also brought Walsh back in. He can challenge a shot, and that's exactly what we've wanted him for. We've also kept Gary out there, so I'm hopeful that between the 2 7-footers, we can get some rim protection to go as Cam Thomas just pulls up in transition. Knocks down that tough 3. I know Walsh is on Mitchell Robinson, so if we can get him maybe in a one-on-one. That's not what I want. Okay, let's try again. Let's go pick and roll. Walsh, get down low. Puts it up. Gets the tough finish over Mitch Robinson. I was a little surprised that went in, to be honest, but we'll take it. And annoyingly, that was goaltending as well, so it ended up being an and one. A lot of free throws being made so far in this game. Bronny finds Walsh in the corner, yet to miss. He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 from deep. 5-point game, minute and a half to go in the first half. I have no idea who their leading scorer is. It's probably Chet, if I'm being completely honest. But Shea's been pretty quiet, and I imagine, you know, he would have been their highest scorer in the regular season. But it wouldn't be J-Dub, it wouldn't be Jameson, so I'm imagining it's Chet. Okay. Minute to go. Let's get Gary in a pick and roll with Collier. We're driving. Collier gets the slam. But the lead really hasn't gone anywhere compared to the first quarter. Like, it's been a pretty competitive quarter, this one. Don't foul, don't foul. How is that not a foul? Gary just straight up pushed the guy. Cam Thomas finished strong inside. We get the layup to go. Lead now 7. I believe that's our highest lead of the game. He's got 17 in the first half. He's been really good. All right, 20 seconds for them not to score would be lovely. Okay, stay close, stay close. Good D, good D, good D, good D. Force him to pass, force him to pass. Don't let him inside. Good defense. Well done, guys. Great first half. And when looking at the stats at halftime, I was right. Chet Holmgren leading the way for the Thunder. He's played majority of the first half, 14.6 rebounds, steal and a block to his name. 5-7 from the field has been very good, but also has 2 turnovers, which is something that the Thunder fans will not be liking. AJ Mitchell, I honestly forgot he existed. He has 10 and 4 assists. He's been really good. J-Dub has been okay. He's got 10 and 4 as well. Shea has been inefficient from the field, but does have 8, 4, and 6. Jameson's only played the 11 minutes. He's been pretty quiet. Robinson, while he's been out there, has been pretty, hasn't missed a shot. 6 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And Ben Simmons has 2 points, which I believe is just 2 dunks. Apart from that, nobody else has really contributed a great deal. Cam Thomas leading the way in minutes, but has 17 points, 7 of 10 shooting, 3 of 5 from deep, 4 rebounds, 2 assists and a block to his name. He's been really good. Walsh has only played the 19 minutes compared to Thomas's 21, but he has 24, 4 and 1 with a block to his name, 8 for 13 from the field, 4 of 5 from deep. No other one of our scorers is in double digits, but we're just sharing the ball around very nicely. LaMelo and Towns are going to start in the second half. They only have the 10 minutes between them at this stage. And then the team numbers for us are starting to look a little bit, more normal. 60% from the field, 47% from 3, 8 threes made on the game. They're on top of us in the fast break points. They've got more offensive rebounds, which has been a little annoying. But they've conceded 6 turnovers, which has been one of our key strengths, in this game so far. Rebounds, pretty even in terms of defensive rebounds. They've got one more than us. So we've got the bench points. We've got the assists. Fast break points, we've got it. Points off of turnovers, we've got it. I'm just keen to hopefully confirm the sweep here today, and then we can move on to the second round. Second half now underway in the first round of the 2028 playoffs. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander with the step back to get us going. Misses. LaMelo and Towns back in the game. Injured, but hopefully we don't aggravate those injuries. Brandon Miller finds Walsh inside. Gets the mid-range jumper to go. He now has 26 on the game. And LaMelo gets his first rebound. Running the break now. Thought about going straight to the rim. Now have the size advantage. Walsh, let's post up Shea. Swing it to LaMelo. Pop the 3. Make the 3. And he gets his first bucket of the game. I don't think he's taken a shot yet, to be fair, LaMelo. We get that one to go. Gary's checked into the game for Walsh. Just going to give him a little bit of a break heading into the third quarter. We've still got a little while to go as LaMelo gets a dunk. So we might just buy Walsh 5 minutes or so here just to give him a bit of a break because he did play majority of the first half. We'll see what we can come up with. Jamison coming off the screen. Walsh steps out. There's nobody in the paint to contest. Lead back down to 6 again. With Gary in the game, the fact he has Holmgren on him, we may as well use that to our advantage. Actually, LaMelo's going to get a layup here. Can't get the offensive rebound, unfortunately. Good, I foul. Now it's only 4. J-Dub. 19 points on the game. It's been pretty good so far. Towns, we need more out of Towns. Let's post up on J-Dub. Got the size advantage. Cam Thomas is open for 3. Misses again, unfortunately. Mitchell going inside. LaMelo, that is an awful contest. I'm going to call timeout because I don't want them to get the lead. I know I said I'd try and buy 5 minutes, but I don't think we can last 2 minutes without Walsh. We've got Bronny in the game now. I was a bit scared about Holmgren there. Getting out and blocking the shot. Walsh has been pretty good from 3 so far, but let's try and get that going. Actually, Thomas pulls up at the elbow. Knocks it down. He has 20 now. Gets the lead back out to 4. Yeah, Shea's been pretty quiet this quarter, has to be said. He's not scoring a great deal. Bronny has done a good job since stepped into the game. And he gets another rebound. Brandon Miller is on the wing. Let's get to the basket. Finish inside strong. We can't get it to go. Alright, Cam Thomas is on J-Dub, which is a little bit of a mismatch. But it's not completely awful. Mitchell being guarded by Miller. Shea will give him a little bit of space. Not a great deal, I hope. He misses again at the rim. He just doesn't have the strength in his leg to get there at this stage. Actually, let's give it back to Walsh. Post up. You've got a small forward on you, for God's sake. Miller! It's not Miller, it's Thomas. He knocks it down. It's a double-digit game. Another good defensive play for the Lakers. Another stop. Miller gets the rebound. Let's give it to Bronny, who hasn't scored a great deal of buckets so far. Pulls up in the mid-range. Gary gets the offensive rebound. Gets fouled. Gets... My voice. My God. Hopefully we can knock down the free throw. Hopefully we can. And we don't, unfortunately. Shea pulls up in the mid-range. He finally gets a shot to go. Shea on the perimeter. They've got Ben Simmons in the game, which does help us out a little bit. That is some really lax defense by Gary there. Holmgren has been pretty good in this game, has to be said. Let's even go baseline on Holmgren. We can't. But we do have the mismatch inside. Thomas for 3. It's a bit long. Jamison gets the rebound. Now Simmons gives it up to J-Dub. Right, let's play nice and close on J-Dub. Holmgren is going around the back. Williams for 3. Misses again. Bronny, another rebound. Go Walsh. She does have J-Dub on him. We'll post up. If the double gums will pop the 3. Why didn't I take the 3? Let's do it again. Get inside. Actually, let's go baseline instead. Give it up. Dead possession, dead possession. Cam Thomas with the handoff. Knocks it down off the buzzer beater. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is on the left. It's another mid-range jumper. It's blocked. Get around, get around, around. Get the dunk, hopefully. It's not a dunk, but we get the points. Bronny picks it up, and it's a 12-point game for the Lakers. Knocks down both free throws, Ben Simmons. Not something you normally see, but we'll take what we can get, unfortunately. Bronny pulls up in the mid-range. Probably should have just gone for the layup, but we take it. He's now got 8, 7, and 7. Definitely on triple-double watch. Heading into the final quarter. Simmons, pop the 3, I dare ya. Low screen set. Gary, stay with it. It's another foul. It's an and 1. Gary gets his second foul. Simmons is going back to the foul line. Hopefully he can miss it. That is an awful free throw. Walsh gets another rebound. We advance the ball all the way up to Cam Thomas. Let's launch the 3. It's in and out, unfortunately. Probably didn't need to take it, but I thought it would be a good idea. Now we have 40 seconds to defend well. It's okay. 8-point game, 27 seconds. I don't think we'll get the 2 for 1 unless we hit this 3. We hit the 3. It rolled around a little bit. Walsh now has 5 threes on the game for 31 points. Robinson's not going to shoot that. Simmons isn't going to shoot that. Let's sag off a little bit. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. We get the steal. Okay, Walsh. Kick it up to Walsh. Kick it to Walsh. Put it up, son. He windmills it. Oh, my Lord. We'll take it. 13-point game at 3/4 time. J-Dub misses from half court, but he just did a standing windmill over 2 guys. That was incredible. Okay, here we go. 12 minutes to go, and then we are there. Bronny, gonna get to the rim, gets fouled by Ben Simmons. It's his 3rd foul. Mark Daignault, I believe that's how you say his name, not 100% sure. The Thunder coach isn't happy. But we're going to the foul line. Hopefully we can knock some of these free throws down. We get our first. Extend the lead to 14. And Bronny here has an opportunity to secure his 10th point of the ball game, which he does. Good team defense on that play. We had Ben Simmons out on the perimeter for a long time. We forced him into a shot he wasn't comfortable taking. Gary, inside, gets the 2 to go. He has 16 now. I think he's 8 for 9 from the field. Bit of a different lineup in after the timeout. Trey Jones and Collier back in. Trey Jones has the Ben Simmons matchup, which, you know, not my best move, I'll be honest. We are just jumping for joy at Ben Simmons in the paint. But he's 5 for 5 on the game. He, you know, for all the crap that Ben Simmons gets in real life, he's been very good in this game. Trey Jones, excellent bounce pass. Get it out, get it out, get out of the key, Walsh. Okay, let's try that again. This time, let's get Gary in the pick and roll. Trey Jones, finish strong inside, gets blocked. And now we have 2.5 on the shot clock with a inbounds play. Could go really well, could go really bad. Just give it to Jones, quick jumper. We miss it. Gary secures another rebound for the Lakers. All right. Let's go pick and roll. We have shooters on the perimeter. Gary with the mid-range. Gets it to go. He has 20 now. He can shoot the ball in the mid-range. His range does also occasionally extend out to the perimeter. 20-point game. Trey Jones pick and roll with Gary. We have Walsh on the perimeter. Let's put up the 3. We get it to go. I think that's 6 threes on the game now for Walsh. He has 36 and 9. But I think 3 or 4 blocks as well. He's been really good this game. A little slow to start the playoffs, but he has certainly come into his own. As Shea Gilgeous-Alexander bounces back with another 3. Shea with a long 2. Misses. Walsh gets the double-double to go. Bronny's in the corner, thinking about it. Let's get the big man pick and roll. Walsh pulls up at the elbow. Not really the shot, unfortunately. If they score on this possession, we'll call a timeout and we'll get Brandon Miller in the game. J-Dub's in the corner by himself, guarded by Bronny. Holmgren's by himself. We'll call timeout. Let's make some adjustments. Subs made. I've put Towns in only as a decoy. Thomas gets fouled by Jameson. We get the sideline ball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 18 minutes exactly. 18 seconds, excuse me. Walsh finds Miller. Towns coming to set the screen. Miller gets to the hoop. Gets the layup to go. Pretty quiet in this game, but now has 12 points. 19-point game. Another block to Walsh. He has been so good on defense this game. Towns, just be a decoy. I'm not going to shoot with you. Double comes. Swing it to Walsh. He's too deep. We'll go to Miller in the corner. He knocks it down. 22-point game. Less than 2 minutes to go. We should be safe from here. Do we go for one last shot? I think we do. We deserve it. Let's get Walsh another 3 if we can. That's a tight 3. We can't get it to go. Not our best work. Let's just try and take as many charges as we can. Mitchell, he's not going to take a shot. That is going to do it. 19-point win in a 4-0 sweep in the first round for the Lakers. Richard Walsh, the 2K player of the game. No real surprise there. He has been exceptional in this fixture. Dunks, threes, rebounds, blocks, you name it, he has done it. But if we look at the box score, Mitchell, as I said towards the end of the broadcast, 23, 3 and 6, led the way for the Thunder. Didn't miss a 3, was very good. Averaged 30 in the playoff series. Scored 37 in the last game, 23 in this game. Obviously, it's only over 2 games, but still a fantastic result for him. J-Dub, I don't think he scored that quarter. Chet Holmgren ended up with 20, 12, and 3. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander only played the 31 minutes due to injury. Jameson was pretty good. Ben Simmons was a pleasant surprise. Obviously, he's been on our team before. 12, 3, 2, and a block. But if we head over to our guys, Richard Walsh, 41 minutes, 42, 10, 4, and 4. 16 of 27 from the field, 6 of 10 from deep, 4 from the foul line, 1 offensive rebound, 4 dunks. He was very good. As was Cam Thomas in the minutes he played. It was pretty quiet in the fourth quarter. Didn't actually score, but he was out there. Gary, in the absence of Towns, was very good. 20 and 9, 2 blocks to his name. Brandon Miller, not his best shooting game, but he's got plenty more playoff series in the future to show off his talents. And then Bronny coming off the bench, 40 minutes, 14 points, 8 boards, 13 assists, with a steal and a block to his name. Trey Jones was also very good in his first playoff game as a Laker, 9 and 8 with a steal. Collier, not too bad in his first playoff game as a Laker. LaMelo and Towns, due to injury, only played a handful of minutes, but were impressive with what they delivered. Biggest lead of the game was 23, ended up being 19. We did concede a few, silly turnovers and shots towards the end of the game there. But, there was a lot of free throws in this game, a lot of fouls. But both teams shot really well from 3. We just shot a few more. Fast break points was basically even towards the end of the game, as was points in the paint. We ended up winning the second chance points, even though they had more offensive rebounds, which is a really, quite good achievement. Bench points we starred, as was our assists. Our defensive numbers were really good. We were able to score 11 points off of turnovers, which was nice. Plenty of points in the paint via dunks. Very happy with how we played. But now, the second round of the playoffs await. Okay, here are your playoff brackets. As things currently stand, we are the first team to advance to the second round. The only team that was able to manage a sweep, which was nice. It looks like Utah, we might match up with Utah, should things stayed form. But I want to have a look at this box score that I did mention earlier. There was a 177-166 win where Galloway, for the Jazz, who was the #1 pick from a couple of seasons ago, he got 56, but he also broke Nikola Jovic's playoff record for most threes in the game with 14 of 18 threes. Jovic also played very well in this game, ended up with 25. But Ja Morant also had 63, only missed 4 shots, shot 22 for 28, 9 of 14 threes, 10 of 11 from the foul line. Very impressive performance by both teams, but especially by the Utah Jazz to score 177 in a playoff game. But we'll skip forward now. Trent Franklin has recovered from his injury, and it looks like we are going to be playing the Utah Jazz. They were stretched to 4 to 7 games in the end. They do end up winning 4-3. Dallas is going to be playing Golden State after Dallas beat Houston in Texas Showdown. Either way, actually, second through 7th seed, there were 3 Texas teams, which was very interesting. So somehow, some way, there would have been a Texas Showdown in the second round, which is kind of cool. Orlando, Brooklyn is going to be interesting. Orlando, obviously the #1 seed with a lot of really talented players. Brooklyn won the championship last year. We go down to the other Eastern Conference second round team. We have Indiana and Miami. Miami knocked out the Bucks in 6 games. And then Indiana also took care of the Hawks in 6 games. So Indiana, we've beaten them in the finals twice. I think they made the conference finals last season, or they were a second. It was Toronto and Brooklyn in the conference finals last year, if I remember correctly. So Indiana looking to take one step further again. But if we end up playing Anthony Davis in the finals, if that ever comes to fruition, that'll be something to see. But that is going to do it for today, guys. We will have a look a little bit further at our second round matchup in the next episode. And thank you so much for watching up until this point. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye!